In this video, I'm going to show you how to order an Uber ride on the computer in 2025. First things first, go to uber.com. I'm there right now. And you can see that this pop-up came up saying Uber wants to know your location. This is so Uber can come right to you. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to necessarily, but it does make it easier, so I'm just going to click allow this time. Now, once I do, you can see right here on the front page, I've pickup location where it's going to pick me up, and then drop off location where it's going to drop me off, and then today and then now. So starting out with pickup location, I can either click this, which is exactly where I am right now, or kind of close, I'm not going to lie, or I could type in an address. So let's say I'm at the, Santa Monica Pier here in Los Angeles. So I'm typing Santa Monica Pier. So I can either type in an area, or a restaurant, or a business. Like say I'm at Juneshine in Santa Monica, right? I could type in the bar. Or I can type in an exact address. So let's say if I'm at Juneshine and I want to type in the address instead, I can type in 2914 Main Street, right? And then I can type in my drop-off location. So very similar to the pickup location, I can type in a business or a venue or whatever if I am going to one, or just a specific address. So let's say I'm going to the Manhattan Beach Pier, for example. I'm just going to type in that. Manhattan Beach, can't spell, right? There we go. Okay. Manhattan Beach Pier. I'll just do this. Should be good. Actually, I'll pick a specific venue. Let's do Culture. It's a good brewery there. Culture. Yep. There we go. All right. Now, once I have this here, you can see I'm going from 2914 Main Street to Culture Brewing Company. Typically, for most people, you're going to click See Prices. That means you're ordering the Uber right now. Now, let's say you want to schedule it in advance. As you can see here, I can put a specific date and a specific time. For most people though, let's say you're like, hey, I'm just ordering the Uber right now. I want it to come to me and pick me up. I'm then gonna click See Prices. Now when I click this, I then have to create an account in case I haven't done so yet. Now once I've created an account and signed in, I can see where I'm going from, let's say 2914 Main Street to Culture Brewing Company. I can see kind of the path it might take, obviously depending on maybe traffic, if there's road closures or whatever. And then I have a few different options here. Now remember one, pick up now, means it's going to come to me right now. And for me, I can also order for somebody else, but for most people, you're ordering for you. Now I have a few different options. As you can see, I have Uber, Uber XL, Comfort. There's a lot of these. The most typical one is Uber or Uber X. In case you didn't know, Uber and Uber X, pretty much the same thing. It's your normal or typical Uber ride where it's going to come to you and pick you up. I do have a few other options. I have Uber XL. If let's say I have more people. If let's say you have 5 or 6 people, you won't fit in a typical sedan. So you have to take an Uber XL. I have Uber Comfort with newer cars with extra legroom. Uber Share is kind of like a carpooling option. I have all these different ones, right? Even I have some black options that are more stylish cars. As you can see, luxury rides with professional drivers. I have platinum cars. I also have Wave, so wheelchair accessible vehicles. I have Uber Assist, that they help you, let's say, walk to the vehicle and leave the vehicle as well. Special assistance from certified drivers. A lot of different options here, but for most people, you're just gonna hit Uber. So I'm just gonna pick regular Uber, and then I'm gonna go down here, put in my payment method, click Save. Then I'm gonna click Request UberX, and I'm good to go. Now, the way it works is once you order, you can look on your computer, make sure you're keeping track of where the Uber is. Once you order it, it could be a minute away, it could be 5 minutes away, it could be 10 minutes away. It really depends, but it will tell you on your computer, and you wanna make sure that you're looking at your computer in general, because once that Uber arrives, it is gonna say, hey, the Uber's here, and then you can go out and get in the Uber. A big thing I do have to suggest is to make sure you're getting in the right Uber. Make sure you double check the make and the model. So let's say a red Toyota Prius, for example, the color, the license plate, and also the driver's name. This is just to ensure, like I said, that you're getting in the right Uber. Because for most people, typically, you're gonna order an Uber with your phone. It has a phone app. That's the way most people order it. And with the phone app, maybe you can call the Uber driver, you can communicate with them in a bit more of an easier way with your phone. When you're on your computer, it's a bit more limited, unfortunately. So I will say that. And that's why you definitely want to double check that you're getting in the right Uber. One last thing I will say, I might as well mention on this video in case you're curious, you can not order a Lyft with a computer, in case you didn't know. So let's say you're watching this video saying, hey Mark, this is all great. This is cool to watch you order an Uber with the computer, but what about Lyft? What about the other app, the other competitor of Uber? Unfortunately, you can't. What's weird is back in the day, you could actually order a Lyft with a computer and they stopped doing that. Now it's only on the phone. So if, let's say for whatever reason you do prefer ordering Lyfts as opposed to Ubers, unfortunately you cannot do so on the computer. But you can still, as I showed you, order an Uber on the computer.